would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see the number 17 in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work first. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Off play action on first down. Finds his target down the middle. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's got
it inside the 30. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown run.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Russell. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down for this offense. Here's the handoff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A quick pass to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Finds the tight end. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Using the quick game. And he'll run out of bounds just short the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Longhorns! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Give to the back. Turning it on. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Young. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Flushed out of the pocket. Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Texas. The defense putting points on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Young. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. On the ground, it's Baxter. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to pass, it's Manning. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000 yards milestone this year.
The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a
He's loose on the left. The 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? I mean, you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, the ground game. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, he leads it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the gun to give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Russell. Quick completion on the out route. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Motion from the back. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Young. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw it. I can't give up any yards after the catch, and they don't right there.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Big guy smells it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
Quickly complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown Tide. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
And some room to work. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football. He's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The play action fake. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Manning. He's going to let it go. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Quick completion on the out. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Young. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackle.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
They're going to run it to the right.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Oh, what a cut. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Shoots his way for more. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Moving out of the pocket. Quick step and go. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Off play action. Buys a little time with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hanging.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory. And
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to throw, it's Russell. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The give on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Okay, ready?
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
And no doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Baxter. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the counter. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Trying to keep the drive alive. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. There he goes. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. They're trailing by 11 to Miami. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. To throw, it's Manning. They're working that left side. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Part of the backfield, it's Baxter. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit.
Number 10, on to kick it away.
No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A first down run in the red zone. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
On target. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They booted away on fourth down. You couldn't dial it up much better than that. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty... There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the left. To the the Jets. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. On the run, still looking. Gets away. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
That's caught. It's Wingo. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. He's got it again. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Touchdown tie! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Got the quick pass. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Pulls and fires complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Wingo. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little space. Turning it on. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
That's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense. Man, I'm really interested to see how they attack because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And when the clock's running down late in the ball game, every first down matters, every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback, dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting the first down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Off the play fake. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They punt it away on fourth down. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Nice job. Had a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Showing those sweet feet as he slips out to the 11. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. To the air, it's Manning. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There's still a little bit of work to do for this offense to get within field goal range, Jesse.
Right, so let's see this quarterback here manage this situation and put his team in a position to win, David.
No doubt. Still got a timeout. Still can attack all areas of the field. I know exactly what I need.
They have to make sure everybody is set. Can't give away any yardage here. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Alabama.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It'll all be decided right here. Win or lose on this kick. It's good! Reach for Arwen, and he gives them the W. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.